All right, friends, we're gonna start with a little cat-cow position to warm ourselves up. So look at Emma, start to cat-cow. I'm Claire, for those who haven't met me. Nice to see you. I'll be teaching today, and my dearest friend Emma will be demonstrating.
Hi, everyone.
And co-teaching, so she'll add her flair to it. So we're gonna do a 20-minute full body class. It's gonna be difficult, but it's gonna be beginner friendly. So effective, but simple movements, not a lot of mental gymnastics today. Okay, when you're ready, you're gonna meet me in neutral. So your spine is nice and straight. Second part of the warm up, we're gonna extend our left leg nice and long behind you to start warming up through the glutes, and then bring the leg back, and then right leg goes long behind you, and then bring it back, trying not to sway side to side, so trying to keep your weight center. Okay, so very exciting, and this is not a plug, this is just like our lives, so this is what I want to talk about. But we just announced our sporty knitwear yesterday, which we've been working on for months, which we haven't revealed yet, but we announced that it's in the process, which has been so fun. What is your favorite part been so far, Em, of the process?
Well, I do want to say that it's been extremely hard to keep this a secret, and also very hard not to just like show people the pictures and videos of the product, because it is very good. Again, not a plug, but it's really good.
For 8? Wait, have you not shown it to anyone?
I've shown it to like close friends.
Katya. Me too. I can't not. For 6?
Yeah. My favorite part is
For 5?
seeing something go from like a digital picture and like an idea in a Pinterest board to something that's real and handmade just feels so satisfying. Like there's just something so cool about it.
For 2, I didn't know if it was gonna work, because this really was like a figment of our imagination. Okay, give me one more, and then meet me with both knees down onto the floor. Let's start the real part of the workout. Come down onto your right forearm so that it's parallel to the front edge of the mat, and you're gonna extend your left leg nice and long behind you. So your hips are really externally rotated, so you're dumping all your weight in your right glute. Keep your left leg straight, just lift it up a few inches, and then lower it down a few inches. Yeah. And we're gonna keep going.
So I'm really pushing through my right glute. This is right now primarily a right glute exercise to keep my right butt cheek stacked on top of my right knee.
Yeah. And also try to not put too much weight in your left hand. So maybe come up onto like your fingertips and make a little tent. That'll make it a little bit harder. If you have like a sensitive wrist and you feel like you need more support, just press your left fist into the floor. Okay. Can you show one where you're moving your spine and doing the wrong thing with your spine, which is not going to engage your core? So yeah, see, look, do that again, Em. Yeah, no, like little.
It just
dolphin
doesn't feel good.
Yeah, I know. People are like, I don't feel anything, and I'm like, you probably do, but just like the most uncomfortable thing ever. For 8. Speaking of comfort, our knitwear for 7. So I've tried it on with bare boobies, and it passed the itch test. For 6,
shout out to Merino wool for that.
Yeah, merino wool is just like, for 5, it's just the shit. I love merino so much. I feel very attached to it. For 4, as a fiber, it has a lot of like nostalgia for me. For 3, okay. For 2, okay, give me one more, and then maybe with the leg in line with the hip, and you're gonna hold. You're gonna bend through the back, bring the knee in towards your belly button. So really look towards your belly button, towards your knee. Good, and then re-extend the leg, come back into neutral. Yeah, and we're gonna keep going. So you really wanna round, you really wanna look towards your belly button to get as much roundness as possible through the spine, so that we can really engage through the core, and you're gonna feel both glutes here on the right shoulder.
I guess
for
same
8.
thing here as in the last exercise. You're trying not to flail the body around as you extend the leg. So I'm stopping at a point where my spine is in neutral and my body is in one straight line as I extend the leg long.
7. Yes, and also a key thing that I often see for 6 people do wrong in this is their right hip. You want to keep it on top of that right knee. You don't want to like go back and forth with the body for 5. So just be mindful of that. Okay, we should start to feel
Really
our
feeling my
glutes.
right glute. Yeah.
Wow, this is what happens for 4 when you like work together and you're also best friends. We literally share a brain. For 3. Okay, really strong. Keep pressing out of the right form to open up to that shoulder for 2. Okay, you're gonna give me 1 more. Beautiful. And then meet me with the leg straight and long for a second and just hold. Okay, now bend that left knee, but without rounding through the back, and hold it bent so that it's close to your belly button. All right, you're gonna close the left leg and you're basically gonna look down to the floor so that both of your hips are square. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, look at Emma, and then reopen the leg. Yeah, and externally rotate your hips as you're opening the leg. So you're closing the hips, both hip bones face down as you close, and then open the leg, externally rotate through the left hip so you can really dump the load into the right glute. Okay, this is a killer. Let's take 8.
Yeah, you should feel this intensely in your bottom glute, really pushing the hips open.
Exactly. For 7. All right, for 6, I think I also feared that it would look janky.
Really?
Yeah.
I wasn't worried about that.
Really? For
Like
5?
Anna's so talented.
Yeah, I know, but it was like, I just didn't know if my vision was even possible for 4.
Yeah.
It's not like a diss on her skills, you know, it's more just like, am I asking for something that's not feasible for 3, especially in merino? And it actually looks even more luxe than I had thought it would. For 2. Okay, last one, you're gonna hold the leg open and you're gonna hold, and we're just gonna pulse the leg up and down. So teeny tiny pulses to the ceiling. You should really feel your butt. If you wanna lift your left arm up to the ceiling, you can. If that gets too much into your hip flexor, put it down. For 8, 7, abs in. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way down. Nice job. I know, burn out on the glutes. Okay, take a little second, and then when you're ready, we're gonna come lay down on our back. So lay all the way down into your back. And then I want you to meet me with legs in tabletop and your arms reaching all the way up to the ceiling. So T-top legs. Yep, and then arms reach up. Okay, you're gonna keep your legs bent at a 90-degree behind the knee. Very important. Your left leg is gonna go away from your face. So your left thigh goes away from your face. The foot goes towards the floor. Nice. And then bring it back to where it came from. And then the other side. So this is called a toe tap. It's a little bit deceiving in its name in the sense that I need you to focus on the thigh going away from the face instead of just the foot going down to the floor.
Yep. I'm going to show what people do when they think they're doing this exercise, which is nothing for your core.
It's like a little can.
I know. And then second one that we often see is the back arching.
Yes. So this is an ab exercise. So the whole point of this is as you move the leg, your back and your core does not move. So you want to feel like tension. It should feel super tight when you send the leg away. So if you're doing that with your back, you're releasing the tension and you're not doing anything. But Emma has a lot of range of motion because she does this all the time. But if you feel like you're getting like a little twinge, just make it a bit smaller. As soon as you like feel the tension in your abs, that should be enough to be like, okay, I don't need to go any further with the leg. Okay, we're gonna start adding on. Next time your left leg goes down, your right arm goes behind you. Yeah, until your bicep goes close to your ear, and then bring everything back, and then other side. Nice. So this is adding more of that tension to the abs.
Yeah, I need to decrease my range of motion a little bit. It's immediately much more challenging.
Yeah. Okay. I know. And in a second, when we get to double, it's going to be even smaller. Remember, you just need to find that point where it feels tight between the abs. Okay, let's take 7. Just know that now we count on our fingers. Like, look at my hands right now, just so we keep our count. For 6.
We've progressed.
For 5, I know. Initially, I was like, it's not annoying if we lose count. And it is. For 4. Careful the abs. Careful they don't flare. For 3. Nice. Okay, for 2. Really strong. Okay, give me 1 more. Make sure you're even. All right, now the arms don't move. They stay high up to the ceiling and hold. Now both legs are going to toe tap at the same time. This is going to be tiny. Yeah, and then bring the legs back. If you want, you can squeeze your thighs together. If you feel like this is getting really hippie.
I'm actually going to do that. Yeah, that feels better. And honestly, I feel a little bit more low abs that way.
And that makes me happy. You can also lower the feet a bit closer to your butt if it is getting grippy into the hips. Okay, let's take 5 more and we're gonna add the arms. Okay. Last 4. Beautiful. Don't let the abs poof. Careful the back. For 3. That it doesn't come off the mat. Okay, for 2. Beautiful. Okay, give me 1 more. All right, now we're gonna add both arms go back as both legs go down. It's tiny with the arms, teeny, teeny, teeny. Yeah, they're not gonna go very far. And then come back to where you came from. Hell yeah. Okay, we have 9, 10 total. You just did 2.
Whew.
Okay, 8.
This is hard.
I know.
It looks like nothing, but it's so
7.
challenging.
But beginner friendly. Not too much going on. For 6. Okay, last 5. Breathe. Don't hold your breath, especially as the leg goes down and the arm go back behind you. For 4. Nice. Okay, and then we just have a hollow body hold in. 3. Breathe. Okay, for 2. Okay, last one. Hold the legs down. Hold the arms back behind you. Okay, you're going to straighten the leg. Hold the arms where they are. Tuck the chin. Come up into a curl. So now you're at a hollow body hold. The arms are still behind you. And just hold. Good. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Try to lift your upper back a little bit more. For 5, 4. There we go. 3, 2, 1. Come all the way down.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Okay, bring your knees into your chest for a second. I'm like scared people are going to copy us. I have to be honest.
This is also just the most Claire worry ever.
You're not concerned about that? Come on to hands and knees.
No, this is so unique and takes so much effort and time. Like, I don't know, just the amount of effort and the quality of the piece, I don't think anyone will be able to copy, to be honest.
Okay, if you say so. Okay, left arm goes down, left forearm, sorry, goes down parallel to the front edge of the mat or diagonal, whatever feels more comfortable, and then extend your right leg long and straight behind you, and you're really externally rotated through that hip. Okay, we're gonna start with those little leg lifts. So leg lifts up a few inches and then down a few inches. Good, and we're gonna keep going.
I'm gonna prop up in my little tent on this hand. I heard another cue recently, which I feel like you don't really like, which is imagine you have an egg. But in this case, imagine you have an egg under your right hand and you're trying not to crack the egg under your fingers or under your palm.
So specific. Where did you hear this? For 7?
I don't know. Like the depths of the internet.
You know I love a visual, but...
Not your
4?
fave. I know you don't love the egg ones.
No, but I do love an egg. All right, for 3, in general, jammy eggs are my new thing. For 2, okay, I'm getting distracted, I'm sorry. Give me 1 more. Okay, now hold the leg in line with the hip, and you're gonna hold, bend the knee, round through the back, and really look towards your knee and your belly button as you come in. Yep, and then extend everything nice and long. Nice job. And we're gonna keep going.
You should also feel a ton of core, like a ton of abs, as you round through the spine in this position. There's a lot of load on the core.
Especially if you remember to keep that left hip on top of the left knee. Mm-hmm. Nice. Okay, let's take 9. feel like I also am just really proud of, let's take 8 more. That beyond it, like feeling and being luxe in the sense that craftsmanship, merino, time, patience, all the stuff. Like it just like, it looks cool. Like I'm very proud of just like the style of it, you know,
Yeah,
for 7. Like
the
I feel like
design
it's
is amazing actually. Like very wearable.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it's also just like a very good representation for 6 of like our style. You know, which I feel like makes me really proud of it. Because I'm like, okay, we nailed it for 4.
I'm so excited to come to New York and try it on for the first time next week.
Yeah, guys, Emma hasn't tried it. For 3, she's only seen it through the world of the virtual. Okay, for 2.
I'm really feeling my left glute, by the way.
Yeah, you should kind of be dying. Okay, give me 1 more. Nice, and then meet me with the legs straight for a second. Hold. All right, now bend the knee, but don't bend through the spine. Okay, we're gonna close the leg, square off the hips, look down to the floor. Good. And then open the leg, open the hips. Nice. So it's really the closing of the hips and then the external rotation of the hip, which is gonna really get into your glutes. Okay, that's amazing. For 8. And then we're just having that pulse situation, and then you're out of this. Okay, for 7.
Oh my goodness.
I know, I'm sorry.
Owie.
For 6, she's really trying to keep it together.
I also, my left foot is cramping on top of my butt.
All right, last 4. Keep breathing. All right, for 3. Good. For 2. Amazing. Okay, you're gonna give me 1 more close and then hold the leg open, hold the leg the hip externally rotated, and then pulse that leg up and down. If you wanna remove the hand off the floor, you can. For 10, 9, just mimic what you did on the other side. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can uncramp now. So strange how some people get foot cramps. My husband Tim always gets them. Never had
normally,
one.
but I don't know what that's about today.
I just don't really understand even how that feels. Okay, lay down on your belly, like a beached whale. Okay, and then your feet, you can either have them flat, or you can tuck the toes. Just decide what feels good as you move. And then your hands are beside your chest. Okay, all right. You're gonna extend your arms, straighten your arms as you lift your chest off of the floor. So your thighs stay down onto the floor, but your pelvis is gonna lift, exactly. And then bend through the arms, keep them nice and narrow as you bend, and then come all the way back down. And you're gonna keep going. So if you have the toes tucked, you're gonna feel a bit more hamstring and glute. If your feet are flat, a little less, but that's okay. This is mainly an upper body exercise. Nice. And try to keep your neck straight. So as you lift yourself up, don't look up to the ceiling. It's like not a cobra fully. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep my elbows glued into my ribs to really feel the triceps. So I'm not letting them kind of like wiggle away from the body.
For 6. If you're starting to feel this a lot in your low back, if this is too much extension, then just don't fully straighten the arms. Okay, for 5. Good. For 4.
Ah.
Right. Ah. For 3.
That just escaped me. I don't even know what that was a reaction
Yeah,
to.
I'm like, what's going on? For 2. Okay. Next time you're up there with straight arms, you're gonna hold for a second. Now you're gonna tuck the toes and meet me in a full plank position. Yeah, okay. Now you're gonna lower the legs all the way back down. You're basically back into your modified cobra with straight arms and then come all the way down, bend through the arms. Okay, we're gonna do 8 of those total. You just did 1. So for 7, come up first into your modified cobra, then tuck the toes, come up into your plank, nice, and then lower, back into your modified cobra, and then come all the way down. Okay, let's take 6 more, and then just a plank hold. And then you're done with the exercises for today. Good. All right, for 5, remember to look in front of you in your cobra. Don't look up. Nice. Good. All right, for 4, you have to retuck the toes every time you come into your plank because you're a flat feet gal.
I know.
Looks annoying. For 3, try to keep your butt lifted in line with your shoulders in your plank.
I was just gonna say the toes tucked is really just wasn't driving with my lower body today, or in general.
I mean, that's so fine. I'm a toe tuck gal. Okay, next time you're in your plank position, you're just gonna hold your plank. If you want to end with 8 push-ups, you can. If not, we're just gonna hold for 20 seconds. I know. Is she gonna do them? Okay, no. 15 seconds.
Not today.
Lift your butt up a little bit higher. Okay, for 10, abs in. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The child's pose. She's released. Wow.
Wow, what a nice class.
You liked it?
I love the foundations class. Yeah, that was great.
Okay, let's stretch out our hips. So start onto hands and knees, and then you're gonna bring your right foot outside of your right hand. So step it out there, and then you can just start pressing yourself back and forth with your hips.
I also love the color combination. Like the knitwear, I mean, they are also the fireside colors, which I love.
Switch sides.
But the color combination is just so good. And it's just like, interesting and not like anything you've ever seen before, which is, I don't know.
I agree. I feel like that what I like about it most is that, I mean, I love the textures, and I feel like the fact that we have those different colors and those different accents actually really celebrates the texture of the merino. Like the texture of the yellow merino actually looks a little different than the texture of the orange, and I feel like it gives it that like interestingness, but it's still pretty simple, you know, which is important for us because we're not like super loud. Okay, you're all done. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you so much.
Okay, great job. Toodaloo.
Bye.